and I think I've cracked it. I've cracked it. It's taken. That's why we were off for over a year.
Yeah, innit?
Just me trying to fix that problem. Because after 40 plus shows of me hearing myself through the fucking mic monitoring, I'd had enough. I was just ready to just throw this MacBook in a bin. Speaking of which, the charger went on this thing the other week, and Jamie went to go to the Apple store to get us one, and the blokes in the Apple store didn't believe that like the charger was the one I was after. They were like, nah, no one still uses this machine. They're like, this thing is an artifact. It's the past. No one uses this. They were like, are you sure? She was like, yeah, I want this charger. They had one left. They were like, I'm a bit of the hero in the fucking Apple store in Westfield, Stratford.
All the genius is bumming off you.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Being like, he's a keeper of forbidden knowledge. Because this is the last one that you could fucking upgrade yourself. You could take it apart and upgrade the RAM and shit, which I've done, and swap the batteries out and in and shit like that without having to send it to Apple to do.
So that's probably why it's broken so many times as well. Not because of your technical know-how, but if it's been opened and closed and that. And
I would like to think that it's still alive because of my technical know-how.
Ooh.
This thing's fucking 11. This thing's older than any of my dogs have made.
That's a thought, isn't it? A computer older than your dogs. How old did you still have that dog, that black and white dog?
Of course I've got me. I mean, I haven't seen her in ages because I live down here now. But people don't want to hear about that. People want to know.
Oh, are we on? Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Beauty. Call roll and start that, mate. That's hit the ground running.
Yeah.
People want to know why we've come back after so long away.
Tell them that we did do an episode about 7 months ago, and then both of us were like, "That was fucking shite."
It couldn't go out.
Both of us just in terrible moods.
We had a slight return. It wasn't worth it. The conditions weren't perfect. Things are good now, and people might want to know why. And we'll cut straight to the chase. As we all know, there's an extremely significant world event going on right now, the scale of which everyone knew it was coming for a very long time, sort of unpreventable, if you will, but no one expected it to be of this magnitude and blow apart at the seams as it has. And obviously, being the cutting edge investigative podcast that we are, it's the onus is on us to take a deep dive and really have a look at and explain this situation and really get down to the brass tacks of it.
Because should Activision really be allowed to just constantly reuse the Call of Duty maps again in the next game?
No, actually, it's Holly Willoughby leaving this morning. But you've
is that where we're going?
You totally fucked up my flow there, mate.
That's
I was selling that.
I honestly,
to fucking pieces.
Because you kept looking at me, I was like, "Is he looking for me to bring in something?"
I had this sorted.
I
had it covered, and now after
maybe if we'd known where the start of the show was, we could have been like, "I've got a bit."
I'm hearing a lot of fucking criticism right now for someone that was practically begging to get this shit on the road again, and now I've started with the exact same approach that I started to begin with, and suddenly this isn't good. I've got a blue tick now. I'm expecting a level of production, some sort of level of quality to uphold. But look, just because you're a big man in the social media scene now, a mover and a shaker, a socialite of the Instagram world, some of us are still in the gutter, mate. Some of us over the last year have lost our hair.
I can see that.
I'd like to state for the tape that I haven't lost my hair. Merely, there was a very, very slight amount of thinning out going on, and I saw that and was like, no, I'm not losing. Nothing has control of me.
Oh, good on you.
This is just fucking coming off, and there's no way I'm even having to say it. Weren't even balding, mate. Just thinner. I could have maintained it. I could have just shot
good, that one. That's good.
Slopped it off.
Yeah, I like that. That's what people should do. They start to go bald. And
yep.
Yeah.
Enough.
It looks all right, man. It's a nice clean shave, that.
I'll admit that in the last year, shaving my head, going bald, having facial hair, and doing kickboxing does make me look like I'm some sort of Andrew Tate super fan. but it's not the truth. I'm only a mild fan. I only buy into one of the lower levels of Hustlers University. I'm not like a fucking top donator.
More into what he says in his message, but not really the fighting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not so much into the cons. I just really like his views on most subjects.
Yeah. That's understandable. Yeah. He's got some good points, hasn't he? You know, loads of good points.
Go on, dig yourself out. I'm happy to see you. No, I'm happy to see you.
You was going to build on that.
No.
I'm not touching that. No.
No. Wipe my scabby hand clean of that at the moment. Wipe my scabby, infected, juiced up hand clean. It feels, right? Here's one for you.
Go on.
Like, so, wiggle your finger, any finger. This isn't a magic trick, right? You know when you wiggle your finger?
Yeah.
You can't feel like the separation between the flesh and bone, can you? It just feels like, because it's moulded around the finger completely.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've never concentrated on it, but
I've created a new problem for Jack now. I've created a new fixation.
I'm just going to be sitting here doing this now for the next hour, mate. Like, I've got bits planned in that, and I can't do that with my hands doing this.
It looks like you're a mime trying to play an organ badly. But you can't. But where I've had these fucking surgeries and that, and where I've like lost a bit of flesh since I was in the war, as we all know, I sacrificed a part of myself for everyone else's sins. But whoa,
weird, wasn't it?
That was
whoa, pretty creepy.
What the?
I don't know what caused that.
The fuck happened there? Right, all right. We'll take that. Right.
Something doesn't like you calling yourself Jesus.
Something did not like me calling myself Jesus at all. Basically, where I've had this surgery and had a little bit of the finger end gouged out, when I wiggle this finger, I can feel like a gap in the flesh, so that I can feel the bone hitting the different parts of the flesh because it's not fully rebuilt on the inside yet.
That's pretty cool, though, that.
It's fucking weird,
Does it make a noise about when you move? You know, sometimes that you can make you feel like the creak and the crack in your finger.
I'm trying to wiggle it. I've got headphones on. Hang on. None at all.
Yeah.
For a couple of days, where a layer of like sort of dead skin had maintained, because I couldn't bend my fingertip for a while, when I started bending it, you could hear it cracking. Like the skin cracking, where it needed to die and shed like a snake. That was audible.
Oh, that's bad. That an audible snap of the skin.
An audible snap of the skin.
What did you have? Did it keep reopening then?
Yeah, mate. It's still it, because I took a while off training shit, but then I've started going back, and like every time it sort of carries on getting wet and stuff, it will sort of it's healed mint. It's still ugly as fuck, like that.
He's got looks like a little baby nail.
I've got
like it's like he's took a baby's nail off someone's baby.
I've got a fucking diglet for a finger.
You have.
I genuinely have a diglet for a finger.
A diglet that's been in a fight.
Someone's gonna
get a little dent in the top.
Someone's gonna get finglet with this little diglet at some point, and that's gonna be a shocking experience for everyone involved.
It's gonna sting you.
What the fuck just flashed there? Something just flashed like fuck outside. Right.
Phosphorus.
Yeah, we're not gonna. I'd like to make it known that I know it is the return of truth seeking. We are not touching that one.
No.
We've got lots of things we can dive into. There's so much gone on over the last year. We've been away. We've had gaps, but we're just steering clear. And it's not because we don't have opinions. It's not because we couldn't talk about this for a while and get some bits. But I don't think the bits are worth it right now. And I don't think anyone wants to sit here for a 20-minute, very boring, nuanced conversation as to why it's all bad. This is also like a little bit of a warm-up show. We've not done this for a while, and it seems like a bit of a grim thing to try and find our feet with as well. It's an hard topic to try and make jokes of when we've not made jokes for a bit. And it's not one that's marketable at this point. And if you want your blue tick to fucking disappear, then let's just fire up the machine.
Well, I've purposely got loads of notes on an entirely different continent. because of that.
This is why you're a big man now. Because over the last year, something Jack's learned is damage limitation. He's actually he's grown. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's clear to see now. He doesn't look. His house looks like it has somewhat light in it. It's clean and tidy. He looks. There's almost the inkling of a smile on his face, and he looks relatively healthy. I would dare to say you've washed recently.
I've actually had a shower today, Jimmy. Which brings me on to one of my first points, mate. You saying I look healthier and that.
I'm dying.
I have no. Yeah. This is it. This is why I wanted to come back to say goodbye.
I'm stage 5.
I've made a conscious effort, mate, because I was getting very paranoid about the world and very paranoid about things. I conducted a bit of an experiment on myself for a few months.
Right. Okay.
So
is that what you called self-improvement?
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see what you think. I've purposely been drinking water, which I never used to do. I'm drinking like these bottles here of tap water, like a relatively large bottle, like 4 of them a day or so, maybe more. Yeah,
that's a 500 milliliter bottle for the tape. We are treating this all like at the moment with how things are on the internet and shit. I'm approaching everything as if we have to fight some sort of legal case somewhere in the future. So for the tape, the Jack's held up a 500 milliliter bottle of water. I would like to remind you that those 500 milliliter bottles of water, when you refill them, do dish out a shitload of microplastics, apparently. So every time you fill... Well, not to anyone else. I
didn't know if you meant like...
For every 500 milliliter...
Yeah, when you throw them away.
Did you not know the Volvic plea is every 500 ml bottle you buy, they make an African kid ingest 2 kilograms of microplastics?
How much water would racists drink, though? That would, do you know what I mean? That'd be a hell of a selling point.
That's a really bad fucking, because you're just making the most hateful people healthier. So because at the moment, racists, when you think of them, they don't tend to be the fittest people. They tend to be people that have some sort of hatred and vitriol towards the world, and it's usually somewhat projecting of what they think about themselves because they're fat fucking messes.
Yeah, but
I do apologise to any fit racists who are listening. If you've got a six-pack...
And to the majority of our listeners.
What, who are racist? Are you saying they're fat or racist?
No, I'm saying they're probably a bit of both, but I was going for racist because they're listening for them subtle undertones that we've peppered through.
But where we were going somewhere.
Scientific experiment.
Go on, let's get back to it.
So the water, right? I've been drinking the water and I've been brushing my teeth more, right? I've been trying to do all these things because I was paranoid that something was going wrong. I've been trying to shower more, but I find that hard, right? And what I've noticed, right, is that you drink more water and brush your teeth and that, and you have less nightmares and less paranoid thoughts, which has led me to the conclusion that they are putting probably something in toothpaste and water to do something to our brains.
It's really good to see that that nothing's changed in a year.
Oh,
you look better, but the mind is the thought processes are still firing on the same fucking logical line. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you haven't let the fame change you, and you've stayed true to your roots, your conspiratorial roots. I would say, counter argument, what if plaque makes you paranoid?
How though? Because it stops things coming in through your gums.
Yeah. Stops positivity. It's a filter for positivity.
What is plaque?
Yeah.
How does that work though? Because it only gets on bits of your gums. You've still got loads of gum exposed. So then what? Like the tip of your gums, your positivity filter.
Didn't say it filtered it all out, but I would dare to say someone whose mouth was 100% infected with plaque would be pretty fucking paranoid and pretty fucking angry at the world.
Yeah, because no one's coming near them, are they?
Yeah. Plaque.
Adds to
positivity filter.
Could be.
Maybe when we had, like, in Dark Ages and that, when there weren't much to look forward to, or 2008 financial crisis, like, plaque was a way of the poor building some sort of, basically, like anyone who has to do a 12-hour shift nowadays in a factory, like you build up some sort of like barrier against the shit that you're gonna have to. You're a peasant out there, feudal England, fucking. You're not in the gates. You're outside picking potatoes all day, shoveling shit. Maybe the bubonic plague's hit, and you're one of the mushers that have to load bodies onto the trucks and stuff. That's a lot of negativity to take every day. And you have to sort of build up a resistance. So, like, you basically have to filter out positivity to accept a stance of negativity at all times. And that's where you sort of like, you dwell. Like the Hulk when he's always angry. You don't get affected by negativity because you're always negative, because you don't let any positive thoughts through. And that's what plaque does. Plague, it's no coincidence.
Oh, shit, yeah. It's just a different kick on the G.
You're goddamn right.
Fucking, and that could have just purely come about from a writing error.
Yeah,
from 100%. The poor people not quite knowing.
Thick cunts, mate.
Or from the elites purposely teaching them the wrong word, mate.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, they just wanted to put a posh stance on it, and everyone knows Q's the poshest letter.
Oh yeah.
Think about it: quill,
yeah,
queen, quaint,
quim,
queer. Like all the poshest letters, or poshest words are fucking Q is the fucking poshest letter. So they've gone, no, we can't be hit by a plague. We were hit by a plaque. And that's how the words come about. Etymology hour.
There we go, we got it in. Yeah, we got it in.
There you go, etymology hour. Fucking right. So what was the topic on the entire different continent that you've researched, as we're not touching the big derby, the local derby,
the home game? I've been keeping a little bit of a watchful eye on the Africans, mate. They've been up to some mad stuff.
Has to.
They've been up to some things, There's been some weird things going on over there.
Yeah, man.
So where would we like to start? Do we want to go South Africa? Do we want to go Kenya? Or do you want to go to the Democratic Republic of the Congo?
We'll start from the top, which means the bottom, South Africa.
South Africa. So in South Africa, they've been finding sharks with surgically removed livers.
Chinese.
Well, is that what you reckon? The Chinese?
Straight off the bat.
But the Chinese love a fin. So wouldn't they be going for are they trying to save face and be like, no.
No,
it's not us.
The Chinese... The Chinese just love any part of any sort of ferocious animal, and can say it's an aphrodisiac. So I'm going to say some sort of fried shark liver or whatever it is they're shotting is responsible for what's going on.
Well, I'm going to say now it's not the Chinese,
Fuck.
But it is. Yeah. What do you reckon? Would you have any other guesses of what it might be? Shark. Obviously, I was thinking it's aliens doing what they used to do to cows, but now they're doing it to the sharks because you can't find them and you'd never find them in the sea, but they're washing up on shores. But it's actually 2 killer whales.
Oh, are they hunting them and just have a fucking taste for liver?
Yeah, there's two. They're called.
Go on.
They're called port and starboard. These two, they're giving them names, which just means left and right
of a boat.
Really. Yeah. And apparently they just make a little cut, well, quite a big cut. The liver of a shark turns out to be a third of its body, but they make one cut and just remove the liver, just eat that.
It's mad, man, because like the trajectory of humans from eating everything we could get to now we got vegans and gluten-free people and that. And now we're seeing the start of it in the orca world.
Yeah.
It used to be, we'll scran anything. We'll have a seal. We'll fucking eat a polar bear. We'll scran some sort of orphan that's fell off a boat on its way to fucking from Calais or whatever. We'll scran that up, no problem. But now, actually, no, we only want the liver, thanks. Which like pate. Fans of French orcas. Don't trust them. Don't trust them.
No, I wouldn't trust any of them anyway. Don't trust anything with the word killer in its name.
Also, South Africa, doesn't South Africa big on liver? But those have to not have been they have to have been travelling orcas. South Africa doesn't strike me as a place that's just big on liver.
I bet it is. I bet there's a massive sort of class thing in South Africa. There's bound to be with what the history of South Africa.
They all love rugby.
There's definitely an upper class and a lower class.
Yeah, but even then, they're like Aussies. They're like African Aussies. They're like a fucking sausage and a steak. They're not Patty, to a degree, insinuates a level of femininity, I believe.
Do you think? I think it gives us a sort of eloquence, mate. I think it's a bit of a higher brow thing.
I think it's
reckon it's some poor people there, and they were like, "Oh yeah, don't let them have that. That looks lovely."
I think it's like it's basically meat jam. It's meat or meat butter.
That'd be fucking well nice. That would be meat butter. A block of meat butter.
I mean, you can do it. You can infuse bacon fat with butter and that, and make a nice compressed beef bacon butter.
That'd be lovely, that.
It is nice compound butter with a bit of beef fat in there.
Spreading it on your feet and going to them
fat.
places where they have fish that lick your toes, and just trying to retrain them to be these killer whales so they can fucking strip people's flesh off.
For a second there, I thought you were trying to put the feet on your toes to maybe get the workers at the shop to try and... it's beef dripping. It's got beef... No, honestly, it's got beef compound dripping butter on it. You'll love this. You'll fucking love this. Get your lips around that, man. Like a beef dripping chip.
Yeah.
Although if you were going to really... You call them your little little piggies, don't you? And you want to cook it in its own fats, you would use a bacon fat. Just if you want to adhere to strict gastronomy rules, like you want to use an animal in its own fat if you were going to sort of like comfy it or something like that. So you want to use bacon fat.
And you could single out all your toes to each member of staff as well and do the nursery rhyme. But instead of Mark, you could be like, this little piggy went to Marcus. This little piggy went to Deborah. And just have them. So I'm looking at my own feet here. I've took them out my slipper and I'm staring at my toes whilst I imagine these people sucking on my toes. Trying to think of 5 names.
I don't think
you get 5 mouths around my toes.
I also don't think anyone that works in any of those shops is called Marcus or Deborah.
They might have Anglican names. We might not be able to pronounce their other names. Little name badges.
Good escape.
Yeah.
Good escape. So sharks in South Africa.
Yeah.
Orca patty.
We used to work with orcas as well, apparently, in the 1800s. We had a little pact with them. I don't think anything was officially signed about like
I was
that,
about to say, how did they stamp it?
Well, it was I don't know, but it was even called the Law of the Tongue, which I thought was pretty good.
As in tongue?
Tongue, yeah, tongue, the thing in your mouth.
Tongue.
What do you mean? Why are you just... I don't understand what you're getting at here.
Because your way you say tongue is...
Tongue.
All right. Fair enough.
Tongue. You'd say tongue, would you?
I wouldn't even announce like the G. Almost. It's like
the G.
Like
I think the G is very important.
Like rung or rang or sang.
Yeah, but you can still hear that there's a noise, there's a something there.
It's an ang though, not a gung. Gung. Tonga.
Tonga.
No, not Tonga, because I say the G in Tonga. I wouldn't go Tonga.
That would be going back to your fingering.
It would. Where's the next one?
The next one is we've got.
Why has it just got light in your house again? Where the fuck are you?
I'm sat in my front room here. I don't know what's going on.
Are you just does your home spin at a different axis to anyone else's around the sun? Because I'm literally maybe 200. I'm closer now, and that was me dishwasher bleeping. I'd like to let it know for the tape that wasn't a fire alarm. My fire alarm it's a dishwasher. Yeah, you're going through all the seasons there in like a 5 minute schedule, a 5 minute like round.
Yeah, innit? I'm glowing now on
you
my
are.
screen anyway.
You look so Aryan, right? Hitler would love you right now, man.
That's funny that you mentioned Hitler, bro. I've made a note about Hitler for you. A little question that I prepared
just for me.
Yeah. Mate, I've been making notes for months for these. Just for, like, rather than using them on anything I'm doing, I'm like, I'll save that for with Jimmy if we ever bring it back. I've got all sorts of bits where I think, Jimmy might like this.
Fantastic.
So I've got, you know how you always see these things of, what would you do if you could go back in time? And some people are like, I'd kill Hitler, or I'd kill Hitler's mum, or I'd shag Hitler's mum the night before she was going to shag Hitler's dad so that she has my kid and not his.
I don't know anyone who's come up with any of those theories, but yeah, go.
But it's out there, you could probably find people saying those. But I was thinking, what if time travel does exist, and what keeps happening is there's just some very, very racist guy who keeps going back in time to make fun of Hitler's paintings.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe that's there. Well, this feeds into a little bit. Also, we need to come back to the sharks thing. I'm not missing that. But the Africa the topics, but I'm not missing that.
Yeah,
but,
that's fine.
This feeds into one of my gripes of recent times, which is Starfield.
Go on.
For a start, fuck Tom Howard. Todd Howard. Man. Yeah, it's Mr. Bethesda man. Starfield. For those, I mean, it's a game. It's a game. If you're not interested in the game, that's fine. Don't be interested in the game. But I'm still going to talk about it. That's anyone else I know. You bright white-looking motherfucker right now. All I can see is facial hair and hair. Nothing else. It's just everything else is just an absence of thing. Starfield, its main focus. By the way, fuck Todd Howard because it keeps crashing. I have the exact same Xbox with better internet connection than my friends, and they're all playing without it crashing at all. And mine has crashed over 300 times since I got the game. You're lucky I've got it on Xbox Game Pass and got it for free.
I was going to say, I'm amazed you keep playing it.
Well, this is one thing. I mean, you
that
know
sells
this.
The game, that though.
But it doesn't. It doesn't.
It does.
What
if
it does.
Can crash 300 times and piss you off, but you still keep going back to it.
No.
That's a hell of an advert.
That is not a testament to the game. That is a testament to autism. It's got nothing to do with the game being that it's good. It's got nothing to do with the game being good enough that I need to keep restarting it. I need to keep restarting it because I refuse to be beaten by a game on just a basic function such as running. So I will play that game until I can play it for over an hour without it crashing, which is currently the record. Just an hour.
I would not bother. I would have lost with it so long ago.
Yeah. And I don't know why I haven't.
It's making it last for you, though. I found something out about games today. I realised today I started The Witcher 3 again. Right. And if I play Fallout 4, I've played through it maybe twice. I can pretty much remember dialogue from that. I've played through The Witcher 3, and playing it today, I can't remember any of it. But I can remember most games when I've played them. But this is just, I don't know, I thought it was odd.
Is it just because it's not good? It's not fucking worth remembering for you?
No, it's because it's mental. Everything's monsters and everything's got a reason and that.
The last time you played it, were you in a state where your brain was otherwise busy with other affairs, which it quite frequently is?
Quite possibly.
You could have been processing some very important information at that point.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Some theories about
I'd put it back about 2 years. So where does that put my head 2 years ago? That would be mashed. So possibly anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon the processing power was diverted. It's going to another project. But Starfield, like the focus of it is, spoiler alert. You hunt these artifacts things down. And you're like, what the fuck are these artifacts doing? They go together and they start making this ball thing. And you basically find out that these artifacts create the opportunity for you to go through to a different universe. You can become... It's essentially, in many ways, a rip-off of Skyrim, because you get shouts like Skyrim. They're just called powers, and you earn them by going to certain parts of the map and doing little fucking challenges to get the power, which is just like Skyrim, clearing a dungeon, etc., but you don't clear a dungeon. You're called the Starborn, whereas in Skyrim you were called the Dragonborn. Yeah. There are so many references, and it's very much Skyrim of Space Rim.
That's a shame, isn't it?
No, it's a good... This is the thing, because it's a good game, and it's very much like Fallout and Skyrim. Like, if you want to just go out open world and never touch the fucking quests, even if you touch the quests are good, but the game is good.
But everything's multiverse, though, bro. Everything, it's like they really want us to know that this thing's a potentiality, or they're trying to trick us to think it's a real thing or a possibility, because it's in everything.
Yeah, but that's just because it's the common, think about in the 90s, right? Every big film was about divorce, right? All the big
Mrs. Doubtfire was. I can't think of many others.
Loads, mate.
Space
there were
Jam.
Loads of films. The one with the fucking kids that fucking their mum and dad break up and they try and get them back together. Like, there was loads of films in the 90s about divorce. It was the fucking topic. In the early 2000s or the early 2010s, it was weather. Day After Tomorrow, the fucking all the flood ones, all the tornado ones, all that shit. It was.
But that was to prime us for climate change.
No, it's just
make people believe in it.
No, because that wasn't going to sway anyone.
Films
are going to sway anyone because the people who are already going to believe it aren't the people who take their messages from films. They're the people who are we take our messages from books and the Guardian. So that's the people that are going to believe it. They're not going to believe it from Hollywood, and the people that aren't going to believe it aren't going to be convinced anyway. So it doesn't matter. That doesn't work. It's just a trend. Now the fucking multiverse is the trend thing, the thing that we can all be connected. But like, it's just a new Prada. It's a new Gucci bag. But wait. You go through different universes, and obviously, after you've done your first playthrough, you've been nice with your character shit. Your character's helping people out. You're helping people out with quests and stuff. You're being a genuinely nice, maybe ethical, moral person. Your character's quite sound. You go through that portal. So the aim is every time you go through a universe up to 10. So after you've done the main quest line like 10 times, that's the maximum, and you become like the top level Starborn. Like, you can't get any higher than that. You've reached like fucking OT level 3 or whatever in Scientology levels. So people just, after the first playthrough, when they realise they get to the fucking big spoiler where, you can go through and go to another universe, people just become arseholes, don't they? Because they're like, I just want to get through now. I just want to do the main quest line 10 times. Anyone that gets in my way is getting killed. I'm not helping anyone. I'm not doing anyone's quest with them. Everyone can fuck off. I just want all these artifact bits so I can get right to the end bit, and then I'll play the game properly at the end. That's your Hitler mush.
Do you think? He's just going back.
Might have started out sound, but what's he collecting?
He wasn't racist to start with. He was going back there to kill him or to
first time,
shag his mum.
Well, he might not have even been involved. No, he might not have even been involved in the war the first time around.
Oh, he's just on a side quest now.
Sort of. What I'm trying to get is, whatever maybe the Nazis, during World War II and World War One, World War II, there were loads of theories about the Nazis looking into like occultism and like powers and like
they had the time machine, supposedly the Glockenspiel.
Looking for. Now I've got me imagining the Glockenspiels are actually time machines. You've just got to be able to play them well, which no one can.
I'm sure it was called the Glockenspiel.
Fantastic. But clearly, World War II helps this person get one piece of the puzzle, whatever they need, right? So maybe the Nazis had the drill required to get deeper in the mountain enough to get the fucking Holy Grail or whatever. Whatever it is that they were going to get. And instead of him having to do the work himself or herself, women can be Starborn too. I'm guessing anyone can. It actually asks you your pronouns in the game, so anyone can be Starborn. Well done, Todd Howard. Basically World War II has to happen in order to get that device. So he goes and tells Hitler his arts shit every time. I would go as far as to
trying to bring it back sooner so you can get it out of the way.
What this does is Starfield. It gives us a good theory in that all these wars and things like JFK's assassination, all these things were triggered by someone just trying to get to level 10, Starborn, and they just needed these significant events to happen so they could get access to certain places to pick up the part of the artifact that they needed.
I love the idea of that, mate.
You're welcome. See,
because it ties everything together nicely, doesn't it?
There you go. It doesn't have to be aliens, because if you think about it, all these things that have happened over the years, aliens might have the potential to do it, but you have to think like a human in order to realise how humans are going to react to stuff. Do you know what I mean? Only a human can do that properly, to understand how another, or even think and consider how another human might react to something. So instead of aliens causing all this shit, it makes more sense that a human that was more powerful and had been through multiple universes, lived multiple lives, basically leveled up. They're about level 42, 44, maybe even higher. They've done their guns up a bit. They've got the refined side star pistol, the Varun fucking pistol and shit, which is an Unreal pistol. And now they're like, I'm just ramping through fucking. We're doing World War II. We're doing fucking
Vietnam.
We're doing Vietnam. We're doing fucking Korea. Both sides. We're doing the one we're not going to talk about today. We're doing Ukraine. And we're doing them all because I've got to get bits from all those bits.
That would make a bit of sense as well with Stargates and that, innit?
Well, funny you should say that.
Like Iran and that.
Funny you should say that, because the things, when you go and get your shouts and stuff, you basically, to get your shouts or your powers in Starfield, you go and track temples down, and in the temples you got to you like sort of float, and you've got to catch different clusters of stars, 5 of them, and then it unlocks this big, what is a spinning ball. But then when you get all 5 of these flashing clusters of stars, the spinning ball stops, slows, and becomes, what does it become? Stargate.
Oh, mate, this really sounds like it's up my street.
Yeah, I told you you'd love Starfield, mate.
I really think this would be the perfect thing to get back into, to bring back more of the paranoid thoughts.
It feeds so many good conspiracy theories together, but like in ways that are not obvious. But if you know about conspiracy theories, you're like, right. See what you've done
I like
there.
the idea that Todd Howard's there putting out job adverts on LinkedIn for just paranoid, looking for a schizophrenic. And they just sit him down in a room, and the designers can just go into him and be like, "We were thinking about this. No, don't make them square. Everybody knows they're round."
I like the idea that... well, this is the thing, right? So, before I come on to my point, in Starfield, another spoiler alert, Earth doesn't exist anymore. Well, Earth does exist, but the atmosphere is all gone. Now, humanity thinks that it was because of some random accident, but this bloke invented or pushed to help invent this thing called a grav drive, which you put on spaceships, and it can make them jump across universes, which has made like intergalactic travel possible, like much quicker. It doesn't take 200 years to go from one planet to another. You can get there like that. Just a gravity drive, and like it fires up, and then you're in another universe, like fast traveling. Basically, what it is, it's the way of facilitating fast travel in the game. But in doing so, what he realised is that using all these grav drives actually weakens the gravity of the planet or the moons around it, and then that causes the atmosphere to disperse. So that's what actually fucked up Earth, was the creation of these grav drives. But instead of stopping, they made more to get everyone off Earth before it crumbled.
Do you know what's happening though now in real life? What you've just described there, the Earth losing its gravity. The moon, every year the moon's moving 3 centimetres away from us.
All right.
And has been for at least 30 odd years.
That's fine. As long as it's... I mean, I've got a while in that case.
Yeah. It shouldn't affect us too badly, but that is what you're describing is happening. Like
that makes sense. But so Earth, no atmosphere left, everyone gone. Now, obviously, this bloke who was pushing for the experiments the entire time, it turns out he was a Starborn, and that's why he was doing it. He was like, "You've got to trust us because I know what I'm doing is right."
Because he's done it over and over.
Because he's already fucking been there and got the calculations. Like, he touched this artifact, and the artifact gave him all these calculations and
It's a bit like Mass Effect as well, this.
A little touch.
Yeah.
Takes an influence from a lot of games. But I've got a theory that Todd Howard is a Starborn.
Oh, yeah.
Because only someone that ruthless and fucking evil would let me download a game that crashes 300 times but forces me to continue playing it, and also have so much knowledge about intergalactic space travel.
And have to keep getting it out. Keeps putting out these games, doesn't he, every few years and that, and each of them teach people little elements of things they wouldn't usually know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like he's revealing a little bit of knowledge for us, because it's going to benefit us, but it's good, really, because it's in the long run, it's going to benefit him. Basically, this entire conflict that we're not talking about today is Todd Howard's fault.
Oh,
we're all blaming the wrong sides here.
You should blame Todd Howard.
It's fucking Todd Howard, mate.
It's Bethesda.
It's Bethesda.
That's what they get for selling out from Sony, though.
Just going to put it out there. Don't kill us.
I was going to say about the jumping universes thing.
Yes.
I quite like the idea that someone might find, like, say there's a star born and they've got a traumatic experience when they were a child, like they got molested and that, and they find out they could jump universe and be a kid again and live their life, and they're like, oh yeah, fantastic, that can probably stop that from happening. But then they keep doing it, and every time it happens, it's just a different family member doing it.
Well, this is also coming back to the game. Like, this is the thing. Each universe has something a little bit different. So in one of the universes, the group that you go to for the main quests, who are like the explorers of space and trying to find the secrets of space, Constellation they're called. One of the universes, you'll go there, get to the lodge they're building where they all are, and someone will have killed them all, and they're just not there for that universe. Or one of the universe, you'll get there, and every member of Constellation will just be you. Just a different copy of you.
Yeah,
and you can have
pretty creepy.
You can have you as your companion to follow you about.
That's pretty good.
Whilst also being you.
It's quite a nice little touch, isn't it?
There's some mad shit going on, but it feeds into all of our little fucking theories.
Lovely.
Now, do we go back to Africa, like the Rains?
Yeah, we should go back to that's where everything started, wasn't it, in Africa? Starfield probably starts in Africa if you follow the law furthest back.
Africa fucked up because of Todd Howard, just saying.
Yeah, blame Todd Howard. So what do we want? Do we want Kenyan news? Or Kenyan.
I want Kenyan news.
Right, so there was a chess player, a women's chess player. Right?
Double lies.
Well, a women's chess player in the Kenyan Chess League, which I think is quite a big thing there, who performed, in quotes, too well in the tournament. And what do you think came of that? What? Like, everyone was suspicious that this Kenyan had
they
done
made
very
sure
well.
they thought it was a bloke. They thought it was a bloke and checked them for a penis.
Yeah. And what did they find?
A penis.
They found a penis. Yeah. Which is a lovely layered nuance to sexism.
That's a fucking belt. Wait, this cannot be true. This is witchcraft afoot. There must be a man. It is in fact a man. So at that point, you can't kill him for being a witch. Do you congratulate him for still winning the chess tournament?
I suppose. I don't know what they did. I don't remember. That's all the notes I made. They were just suspicious of him doing so well. So they're like, no, you can't be a woman. But surely a woman has to win the women's league. So I don't understand what the suspicion was. Was the game's over too quick, or?
What did they? Would you reckon? Do you reckon the people running the competition went, sorry, we're gonna have to checkmate?
Oh, there's the first. Lovely.
It's the only one from me.
Oh.
There's nothing. I don't know how to expand on that, mate. Because
I don't think we can.
No, it's perfect.
Funny enough as it is.
Fucking
I thought
perfect.
It was a brilliant bit of news, man.
It's got all the fucking correct, incorrect tones. Yeah.
I thought it was lovely.
Next.
The next one is definitely incorrect tones, but we can probably go somewhere with it. This one came from a Vice article. Now, I know you're not overly keen on Vice no more, but...
hey, it's entertaining. I've read some mad shit over the last few days.
Well, this one was a mad one. This was Congolese women have been breaking up chicken stock cubes and beef bouillon cubes, like OXO, their equivalent of OXO cubes. What do you reckon they've been doing with them?
Is it along the same lines of genitals involved?
Close
to genitals?
Yeah, same ballpark, I would imagine.
Ballpark is quite an interesting term to use when talking about genitals. That you could literally just refer to your genitals as your ballpark.
I know.
Sorry, but fucking the ballpark's full right now. You have to come back at a different time. Shoving it up their arse.
Kind of. Yes, but there's a little bit more. So what they've been doing is...
So I must be some percentage African for understanding the logic of everything that's going on here.
Maybe, yeah.
I haven't done any DNA tests, but I reckon I could deduce here that I must have some sort of... Just, if nothing else, the logic of Africa.
The African logic.
Yeah, that's what it's famed for.
Well, what they were doing was they were crumbling them up and making them into a very, very strong concentrated gravy of a small amount with a bit of water, and then injecting it, putting the needle up the bumhole first, and then injecting into the inside of the anus.
A fucking Bovril enema.
Well, no, not even as an enema, mate, to try and give themselves bigger asses.
Oh! So, not a Brazilian butt lift, a Bovril butt lift.
Bovril butt lift, mate.
A Bovril butt lift. Just fucking going around going, I've heard Northern lads love gravy. So they're going to fucking lap this up. That is literally... why? Is it because of the colour?
What do you mean? Of the people?
Well, yes, basically, because of the colour of the stock. So you're injecting
so we should use yoghurt?
Yeah, that's the
well
done.
The line
you're completely on the line with where I'm going here, which is I'm thinking your skin's not 100% opaque, is it? It's somewhat translucent. I've known this because I've watched layers of my skin peel off my finger over the last few weeks. At the moment, I have semi a fingertip and fingerprint, but it just peels off, and it's not clear, but it's not opaque. So that makes me think if you're injecting anything underneath, it's got to be a colour, a hue, if you will, of your skin tone. So I would use currently looking at this Tipex. And someone from Kenya might use, like you've just said, bouillon.
A very condensed
Bovril.
Yeah.
Firm Bovril. Also, now I don't know if have you ever touched a bottom, Jack?
A bottom? I've touched a bottom.
Touched a bottom, yes.
I've touched a bottom.
Did you ever touch one and think, oh, this feels like quite thick gravy?
I've felt one and thought this feels like the skin on gravy.
Was it dead?
Like just a weird bit of give.
Because the skin on gravy usually insinuates it's somewhat cold, and that sounds to me like you've been touching dead
like
bots.
Texture.
Oh, right.
So you can you're not using much force to make a dent.
I get you.
Like a soccer mash.
It doesn't. It strikes me as colour would make sense, but texture is off.
Well, they're doing it, and it's supposed to. Basically, from my understanding of what they're on about, my very little scientific understanding, which we will
That's
make
a shame. I really thought you would know everything about. I thought you'd know everything about this.
Well, I've know enough, but they don't. It seems to be to try and cause inflammation on the inside, and literally just swelling and upset the tissue on the inside. I don't know why it has to be gravy. No, that's the thing. When they were listing, for some reason, the articles I was reading decided that one paragraph was just listing the ingredients within the gravy, and it's like there's chili powder, chili extract. There was cumin. There was something else.
It sounds like
they could put anything in there.
Sounds like a pretty nice gravy, though, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds lovely. Doesn't it? Sounds like much better than ours.
Yeah, it sounds like a waste of gravy, if I'm honest with you.
Well, what if I imagine it was to try and make their arsehole more savoury? So they're like, look, me fella's been watching a lot of stuff on the internet recently, and I'm not that sure that I want him licking me arse because it might taste a bit fucking gritty.
Maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's he's not doing it enough, and she's like, well, I know what he likes.
Yeah,
Northern lads love gravy, so they're like, well, let's just fucking put a bit back there.
And they tried it in the fanny first, but it burnt. So
no, because he goes there, but she's like, he doesn't need the pum pum, so let's put a bit back there, and then when he ventures down, he'll just follow the trail as the aroma. Which I don't know if you would, following the aroma of food towards an arsehole.
You pull someone's knickers down and all you smell is gravy.
Gravy?
I'd be like, whoa, this smells of beef, mate.
What's going on here? What's going on? You've been in the Dutch butcher and had a beef dip or what? All I'm going to say is people were fucking drinking bleach to get rid of COVID, so... Is a gravy arse worse? Is a bit of gravy arse worse?
I think it is. Would you like to hear a quote from the Ghanaian doctor about this?
Well,
not the Ghanaian. I'm not saying Ghana.
There's one Ghanaian. Ghana's known for having one doctor.
He's a Ghanaian doctor.
All right, go on. What's he say? Considering he's in the wrong country for this.
Oh yeah, I don't know. This is what the quote said, though. The quote said he was a Ghanaian doctor.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that, but it looks like
He's
they've
not in
got
the
someone.
Democratic Republic of Congo.
I don't think he's gonna have the facilities to understand what the people of Democratic Republic of Congo are doing.
I don't know.
Maybe
they're
bouillon
quite racist now, don't they?
Maybe the bouillon in Ghana isn't the same as fucking Congo, so it's not going to have the same results. Maybe this information's carry on.
He accounts for that in his quote. Firing bouillon or chicken stock cubes into one's anus to increase the size of your buttocks would lead to serious illness. That's one quote from him. The fact that they've got to come out and say that. But that shows that it's not just the OXO cube, it's also the chicken stock as well.
Definitely a doctor though.
Well,
that sounded
firing
like
into the anus.
No, that sounded the fact that it will be, but they basically said this could be bad. Sounds like medical advice.
Yeah, it's not definite, is it? He doesn't want to put his put his flag in the ground. And another quote. This one was from a Dr. Silas Agbesi. I imagine it's probably not pronounced like that.
Agbussi.
Agbesi.
Agbesi.
Agbesi. So they make the African Yorkshire puddings and that. You got stop.
How long will you hold that? You right.
No,
I'm going to hold up
just
there
when you said it,
because you kept
it like that.
You kept such a serious face trying to carry on the rest of that sentence that you were like, I've hit a good one there, and I'm going to carry on.
I was quite happy with that. I was gutted that you got the first.
All right, carry on.
Been trying since, isn't it? Trying to find somewhere. Is this one said, stop pumping seasoning cubes into your anus to widen your buttocks. It is not safe. So he's a bit more stern about it, him.
Sounds like he sounds like he's a bit of a fucking spoilsport, to be honest. Sounds like he's not someone I'd invite to a party. Oh, don't try that. Oh, I'm not going there. Oh, I'm not doing that.
He reckons it causes hypertension.
Which
I've never heard of in the
sounds
arse.
mint. Hyper anything sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds like a headache.
You got a hypertense ass. You say that nowadays, people will be like, that sounds mint. Have you got an OnlyFans?
Well, he might be some form of like societal cleanser or something, mate. You know, like
just
in the
like
sense
small
of,
asses.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I don't want women with fat asses. I don't like this.
Don't like this at all. I'm a titty man. Yeah.
Oh,
inject gravy in your tits.
In the trouser business.
Oh, and it's more material.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to keep costs down, mate.
Makes a lot of sense. We're smashing things today. Like we've hit the ground running. This is good. What other real? Are we going to talk about Holly Willoughby?
If you'd like to, I don't have much to say about her. I don't really care about her. I don't think she's that interesting of a person. But
so Holly Willoughby's left this morning, which for anyone outside of the UK isn't going to matter to you. But think shit daytime TV show. You have plenty of them.
Magazine TV show, innit? Where they tell people who don't have a work that day what to think.
Like a step up from Jeremy Kyle. Well, long-standing presenter Holly Willoughby has decided to step down and retire from this morning. The general public's understanding being that it was in light of the recent death threat made upon her life by a bloke who's about the size of a fucking Kia Picanto and bedridden. Like, the only thing he's killing anytime soon is himself. And not on
letter bombs exist though, Jimmy. You can put together a letter bomb.
I don't think he's got enough energy to lick the fucking envelope, mate.
Do you not think? Self-sealing, mate. Self-sealing envelopes. You could slip a couple things in there.
Yeah, I reckon if he gets a bunch of envelopes, they'll be lost in the folds upon his person. But anyway, she claimed, people have been led to believe that fat cunt makes death threat upon pretty Willoughby, and she goes, no more TV anymore. Now, the astute among us will draw some sort of conclusion and perhaps suggest that the fact that she's been the on-screen partner of Philip Schofield, famed TV presenter and nonce, although you don't really have to make a distinction between those two things nowadays. You say one and the other is assumed. Most people would believe that she's doing it. Yes, the death threat happened. Fat cunt was never going to make it. Everyone knew that. But the presenters at ITV went, Willoughby, we've been waiting for this. We need a chance to fucking slip you out the back because the public is starting to fucking, we kept it out for a while and we glossed over it with the fact, I'm dead, I'm happy and I'm Collie Willoughby and aren't we cool? And we tell the poor people what to think. But I'm just a person, I'm just a girl of the working class as well. You can believe me, although I've got more money than you'll ever have in your life spread across your entire family. And then they've gone, right, we'll fucking slip you out the back here, get you a nice little fucking retirement fund, sound, let's not talk about the nonce anymore, it's sweet.
Will her husband keep a job? Because didn't he quite high up in ITV?
Don't know. Don't care.
Fair
I
enough.
would say that it's massive coincidence that Holly Willoughby quit this morning the day that a certain conflict we're not talking about decides to amass a massive force to attack the part of the place that we're not talking about.
Are you saying that she was like their special trump card? And they're like, bring in the Willoughby.
What?
And
basically, yes.
Don her up in like special armour and that.
Shalom, it's Jason Bourne. Basically, the side one of the sides of the thing that we're not talking about has one of them. It has a capitals. It has a group of people that go by capitals like FBI or CIA or blank blank. Not talking about.
Yeah.
She works for them.
Oh.
They also have like a massive group of like fucking extremely well-funded, well-connected, well-geared up spies and intelligence agents that I don't know. It rhymes with Tossard, and
We should probably unfollow them on Instagram.
No, because then that would be a statement of intent. And now, obviously, the truth-seeking Instagram account being the diplomatic giant that it is, we can't unfollow in the middle of...
Yeah, that would look bad, wouldn't it?
Doesn't look good, that, does it?
We only follow like 10 people as well.
And we just remove that one.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bold statement of intent. So, I'm saying Holly Willoughby might work for Tassard.
It'd be a hell of a move, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And maybe she was the reason why Philip was into his nonsense. Maybe she was. Have you ever watched Happy?
Remind
the TV
me.
show Happy. So in Happy, there's a TV celebrity man who gets other TV people and politicians and that to fuck kids on camera, basically. So maybe she was sort of his handler. She's
Where the
involved
fuck
in
did
television.
you get? Where's this?
Happy. It's
Yeah.
on. I think that's what was going on in Happy. I think that's.
I
What
can't wait
took
to
from
watch
it.
this, and it's something entirely different.
Nothing like every film and thing I've watched.
Jack, are you sure this is... Because this is a PG series it was taken from CBBC.
There's also like starfish monsters in it as well that are aliens. And they've got something to do with it as well because he needs to feed them, but he keeps his power over people by making them rape people on camera and filming them.
Is this the one with the unicorn?
Yeah, it's got a floating invisible unicorn.
I watched episode 1 of this. Yeah.
It's fucking mint, mate. It's well worth a go.
Yeah, it's meant to be. I should probably watch it again, but again, I wasn't in the best place when I tried to watch that.
See, neither was I, but
I think
it really
I was on
made
a
it
lot
better
of
for
Valium.
me.
I just wouldn't remember because I was on a lot of Valium, I
fair.
imagine.
My head was gone when I was watching that, and I was watching it like it was a documentary.
It's speaking to me.
Yeah. There's a lot of them where I can go back now and watch them. I used to rant at you about a program called Neon Genesis Evangelion. This fucking Japanese cartoon. Rewatched that again recently with a better mind, cleaner mind, and it's not as significant to me as I thought it was.
You should go back and watch all of the films that you've spent 10 plus hours deconstructing for podcasts.
Well, I'll tell you what I did recently. I did a Toy Story episode, which hasn't gone out yet, and that became a 5-hour episode, so they're not going anywhere, mate, them.
Yeah, I saw your post about that and immediately went, I'm going to check out this one. This is most of them. I'm like, do you know what? I'll entertain this. I've got a while. I can skin up. We could have a laugh. But that I went, no. I'll listen to a 6-hour breakdown of a book that I've never read, and I probably never will read now. 6 hours, and I persevered through an entire day. And that was for a book that I'll never read. I know you. I'd go as far as to say we were friends somewhat. I would still never listen to you talk for 5 hours straight about Toy Story.
To myself as well. There's no guess, nothing.
Because the problem is, I think I've heard the first 2 minutes. I think you played me a clip at some point of part of it, and immediately I was like, it's too much. He's condensed too much into this already. If this is this
to do
for
with
5 hours... Yeah, I know you did. And something about dogs as well.
Yeah. Oh, mate, there's loads of film. And I've been fucking proven true. I think that there's a part of the way, fucking beautiful mind over there that fucking
You're not the only one.
Picks things apart that I'm completely unaware of, and my brain's doing the work for me.
Oh, 100%.
I think I pick up on stuff and it puts it into my brain and goes, this is what's happening. Here you go. Here's the truth. Because I've been going on for months, maybe a year, that they're trying to take dogs away from us. They're trying to make certain dogs illegal, because I see it in films and TV shows from the past 10 years. And now they've started to actually make a certain breed of dog illegal.
But they have been doing that for ages.
Yeah, but they always threaten to and then never follow it through. They've tried it with Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Dobermans, big dogs that can defend you. They want to try and get rid of. A dog that could swallow a child whole. Basically, if there's a kid at your door and it's not Halloween and it's giving you hassle, you could release one of these dogs and be like, it's nothing to worry about. Every dog gets one bite and it can eat it without even chewing.
Not could, would.
Well, there you go.
If a child did knock on my door any other day from Halloween and I had a dog that could swallow a child whole, I would release that dog. Maybe wouldn't know 100% that it would swallow the child, but I'd be 97% sure, and that 3%, would I be disappointed if it didn't? No, because I know that basically increases the possibility that the next child that does it next year is definitely getting swallowed whole. But I think part of that is social media, the power of social media again, in a negative sense. That it was hard to garner support for certain bands in the past because you couldn't be so visceral with it. You had to go through the papers and stuff, and to a degree, people had a distrust of the media or the papers, especially from the areas that that the government would need on their side to really ban these animals. Whereas now, all you've got to do is have quite a clever PR campaign. Make sure these videos, videos are put through different channels that aren't yours, third-party accounts. Just pay the right people. Make sure your posts are posted, shit like that. And then that information gets out there, and those videos get out there to people who could be swayed either way. And it's easier to convince a populace to go with your fucking idea.
But so they don't have to put it in films anymore, then you're saying? So now from films nowadays won't have things like that in them?
I think they will, but I think that wasn't enough back then, because they've done it with other, not just dogs, but they've done it with so many things over the years in the media, and it's not always taken off. But with the ones that do, it's usually been some sort of campaign in news media as well, running petitions on, should we ban this? Should we ban... I remember Rottweilers and fucking Dobermans and shit like that. Whereas with this time round with bullies, it's things like Instagram that have been the biggest promoter.
There, man, when you've said that, you've described them as bullies. And think about all of our childhood on telly, there was bullies and bullies were bad. It's like it's all been built towards it, mate. It's like incremental steps.
This is a Jack thing. Now this bit you're just making a connection between words.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't make sense, because why would they... You've pretty much almost come to the conclusion that they have invented a breed just to have that name so it could be banned. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. Because
because then once you can get them to ban one, then you can get them to ban all the others.
But
what's banning one dog compared to banning all big dogs?
It's just a pit bull terrier. Bully is just... it's a nickname that's been used for all sort of pit bull terriers for years. And it's not conditioning. It's only become... But it's not been associated with negativity until recently.
No, pit bulls are not. I would say you could go back 20 years and people would be...
No. The word pit bull, but they've not even been known as bullies in the public sphere for a while. By owners, yes.
But it's already there. It's already they've put the
but
foundation.
They've already
been
but they've already been known.
10 years to start putting that into the public eye.
But they've already been known as bullies for years before. That they were like this sort of idea you're pushing. That doesn't make sense. You're making a jump there just because there's two words are the same.
Okay.
Jamie's just come in the room and I'm waiting for some sort of... What are we trying to do? This is a professional podcast. Is that a fridge door open? Have you come in here to consume alcohol when we're on time?
I thought she'd brought the fridge door in the way you said that, like it fell off or something.
I was serious. I mean, things have got really bad down here. I don't know if you know, but Jamie's actually on 9 litres of cider a day now. And things are... I'm struggling. This is why the hair's gone.
Just stress.
This is why I've got thinner. I haven't done any work at all. I don't fucking train her out. It's just stress and just malnutrition.
Because the fridge is full of cider.
I can't put anything in the fridge.
There.
No.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of obviously she gets violent after a few bevies. I don't want to talk about it too much because.
Oh, that's the training.
She can hear through the. Well, yeah. I mean, basically every night I've got a dodge plate and. I've got to tiptoe around and then I've actually got to try and sweep up all the mess on her night time when she's asleep. But if I turn the hoover on, she'll wake up and then that gets worse because you don't want to wake her up. Oh, if you wake her up, oh no, I don't want to wake her up.
You can see because the scratches on the wall behind you where the paper's been ripped from the plates.
Don't make me think about when she wakes up. Anyway, things are great. London's great. London's great. It's fine. It's great. London's great. Yeah, I can't. It's been good. I'm so glad we're back. I'm so glad I can talk to the outside world
again. Great.
I think we're on over an hour.
Are we?
Yeah. Have you got any closing notes for the return?
It's fucking... Hopefully we'll do another one. Hopefully it's back.
Do we have to do any sort of... Now you're official, do we have to do any sort of... What other podcasters do at the start of end of a podcast? A bit late if we had to do it at the start, because we started.
What do you mean?
Usually people say what their names are. We're a bit too late for that.
I don't care about that.
No, I don't think anyone else does care.
Do you have anything you would like to try and make money off of, Jimmy?
This is the thing. Well, yeah, but not legally.
Exactly.
The thing is, when people announce and bang on about, you should tell the audience who you are at the start of your podcast, stop thinking you're that important. No one actually cares what your name is. They just want to care if you've got any crack or not. Stop. Yeah. Oh, you're here because my name is such a... Couldn't give a fuck. You could be anyone. We are anyone. We're everyone.
We're nobody. I'm not...
Jack, you've come along. Look, it's been a year. You've come along. You definitely have an identity. Don't dissociate yourself completely from your human form. You are Jack. You exist. You do have a body. Your physical being is connected to the mental being. Loosely. And not necessarily in the way it should be connected, but it is. It's there.
I had a stranger suggest the other day that they thought I had autism. A stranger.
Think. They should have known.
Well, yeah, but just...
it shouldn't have been, I think you've got autism. It should have been, you're fucking autistic, aren't you?
I thought it was a mad thing for someone to be like,
What were the circumstances?
I was talking to them.
Yeah, but I mean that's actually for you. That's enough.
Yeah, that's a fair one. That was it.
Fair one. I've had a few of them since I moved down here, which is great. I actually put someone with the old tism on a front desk, which is great. Because people come and ask me questions, and people try and leave you in that. You know when people are trying to be a little bit pushy, and they don't like the answer you've given you, so they sort of try and create that purposeful pressure and dead air that usually makes people cave in. Well, I don't have that. So when people do that, I just sit at my desk and carry on with the thing that I was doing, or press play and start watching fights and that and carry on. And they're left stood there like,
the Uno reverse card.
Yeah, I will out-weird you 100%. You can't win this.
Yeah, you're trying to do this.
I'm playing around.
I'm just going to carry on as normal.
I've let you in. It's warm in the gym. It's hot, always. So quite frequently, if I'm on the front desk, I'll prop the door open And I can guarantee that within 5 minutes, a character wanders in that door and comes and has a conversation. And like, people have asked us several times, why'd you leave the door open? And usually the reason I give is, it's because it's fucking always warm and I like to be cool. But the real reason is, I'm welcoming that. Like, my shifts are boring. Yeah. I'm letting them into my world. The people who come in may be mistaken and might believe that they're leading the dance, but they're already 2 steps behind. I'm welcoming whatever they've got to bring. I'm basically saying, fucking come test me, because I don't think you can break this. And you'll get people coming in asking for a job. I'll be like, we don't have a job. I've just got this job. Do you want my job? And they'd be like, I'm confused by this. And I'll be like, do you want my job? And then that weirds people out. I quite often get people asking if it's a Chinese restaurant.
Why? Well, that's a weird one.
Because there's one a few units down. But It's very good just to say yes. In the gym reception that's surrounded by martial arts belts, fights on the telly, no sign of or smell of food.
Yeah, without the food bit, that could be in a different room. But all the martial arts stuff, people might look around and go, I've never seen one themed like this before.
Yeah, this is just Kung Fu themed. Wow, they've really gone for the Bruce Lee effort on this. No, it's quite funny just saying yes to those people. It's quite good entertaining people who claim to have fought and very blatantly haven't. That's fun. So I found a bloke on Instagram recently who does... I'll send you him one. He's a character that I think I should have sent you already. You'll like him. Put it that way. Okay. He gives out fighting advice. His captions, if you can make them out, if you can decipher them, a lot of them talk about being a targeted individual. That the sun is a satellite. Mate, yes. you're gonna really like him. You're gonna like him. But he talks about how he's developed this MMA boxing martial arts system based on what he calls the 6 ordeals. And he's willing to sell this fighting system to, customers or clients, potential clients he lists include the UFC, the FBI, the Marines, police, every authority you can think of, from professional athletes all the way up to like people who guard the
kill
earth.
For money.
Yeah, he wants to sell his system to them for a low price of $2 million when it can save millions of lives, he claims. So what I did the other day was I was watching this bloke's videos, and this fucking Doyle comes in the reception. An absolute fucking arsehole. He's got, is this a fucking fighting gym, yes? Is this a fighting gym? I'd love to look around a good fighting gym. I'm a fighter. Bloke was about fucking 19 stone. Like, I don't think... I was going to say he's never stepped foot in a gym before. I don't think he's stepped many feet before. Like, that level of physique. And bit of back and forth. Told me he was a boxer, which I thought was funny. Said he boxed for 5 years in the VIP lounge in Dubai, which made me think he was stuck in an airport and was just killing time. He said all this stuff that didn't make sense. I gave him a tour to satisfy me more than him. I was like, you want a tour around the gym? Because you're an entertaining cunt. So I started showing around the gym. He started playing music on his phone as we started walking around.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah. I'm weird, but I found that strange.
That's not even a power move.
No, it's like he's setting the tone. Like he's trying to... Was he trying to impress me? Was he trying to romance me? Was he trying to seduce me?
What did he play?
Like...
Bit of Barry White?
Like Arabic, sort of like fucking... Funnily enough, a little bit like the Thai music. The Thais play a live band during like a Muay Thai fight. But like Arabic, Carmen, trip-hoppy like music, but with a little bit of a fucking... Just a hi-hat and a kick like every techno tune. Okay. He did the obligatory... punch the punch bags with no gloves on that anyone who never trains has done. So on the way out, I started humouring him by showing him loads of videos of this fucking mad targeted individual mush and trying to... Well, I didn't try and convince him. I very much convinced him that I really liked his approach and we were trying to get him over to teach a seminar. I was like, hey, have you seen this mush here? Like, fucking, this Kenny mush. He's, you want to watch him? Like, look at his fighting style. And I'm showing him, it's brutal. This bloke does like shit you'd see the fucking weird kid at school throwing if you challenge him to a fight. Pretty much Naruto running and shit like that. And I was like showing this bloke them these videos going, I've been really trying to fight like him. I'd like to get him over for a seminar, but it's quite expensive to get him over from America because he's busy training like Dustin Poirier and everyone in the UFC and stuff. And like this bloke was like, "Oh right, yeah, sound, yeah," and I just had him. It got to the point where I was bored because he didn't have any fight back. He just outright believed what I was saying. Like, oh well.
Well, what if they're doing what you're doing, but they're just going about their day doing that?
No chance.
So you're at work, bored, and they're like on their dinner break or something, and they're all spreading rumours around some office going, "There's this lad who works in this gym. They've put him in there, and he believes fucking anything you tell him."
Yeah. And he mustn't. Don't go to that gym because they can't fight. You should see the bloke he's trying to bring over as a coach.
They're all doing stuff that if you did it in a real fight, you'd kill someone.
Yeah.
Or yourself.
I like to think I can spot another mental chess player when I see one, but I might be wrong. I might not be on the level that I thought I was. You could be right. We've put the world to rights on this one. I think it's time to wrap it up.
Should we leave them with a cliffhanger for next week?
Shall we first say that
what?
If you're listening to this, you're already listening, so keep listening. Podcasters do stuff like this, right?
Yes.
Subscribe and click the buttons that are good buttons. Don't
make your mum listen to it in the car.
Play this. If you go to a nursing home where you've got any sort of relatives with dementia or Alzheimer's, be sure to play this and make it seem like they've known about this. And we used to listen to us all the time. Make it say, you used to love, remember you used to love these.
And when, you used to love these. If you're a uni student and you go into a party and you get a little bit of control over the playlist.
Yes.
Slip an episode of this into the playlist.
But
shove it in the queue.
15 minutes in.
Yeah.
15 minutes exactly. Not even try. Don't find the start of a sentence.
Get to the party. They say it starts at 10. You get there at 10:05. Give it 15, 20 minutes. Shove this on.
Yeah. Wait till the first rack of lines have gone round, so everyone's on coming up a bit, and be like, "I've got the bit for this one, lads. Don't you worry." And on that, there's nothing else. There's nothing else to say.